Interested in purchasing your first home in Canada? Well, in this video, I'm going to cover the first-time home buyer incentives that you want to take advantage of so that you can understand all the programs available to help you in entering the market. And be sure to stay till the end because I'm going to cover an insane first-time home buying hack that most people don't even know exists. If you're new to my channel, my name's Tish Schoberg. I am a local real estate agent, and I'm so excited to discuss with you guys about everything when it comes to first-time home buyer incentives and programs. I was a first-time home buyer myself, so not only am I speaking from experience, but I'm also speaking as a realtor who's helped home buyers over the last 7 years to buy their first home. And it could be a really exciting process, but you want to make sure that you're leveraging all these first-time home buyer incentives and programs to save yourself as much cost as possible and to know exactly what are the different programs available to you to just make the process smoother and easier for you to get to your real estate goal. If you are looking to buy a home in the Ontario area, be sure to contact myself and my team. We would love to help. My contact information is in the description. And I get calls and emails from people just like you and you and you and you and you wanting to know all about buying a home in Ontario. And if that's you, be sure to reach out. Also, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. So the first incentive I'm going to talk about is the first-time home saving account. So this was introduced in April 1st of 2023, and it combines features of both the TFSA, which is a tax-free saving account, and RRSP, Registered Retirement Savings Plan. However, it does have advantages over both. So the way it works is that the contributions that you make toward your tax-free savings account are tax-free. You don't have to pay yourself back when you take out money from this account to help purchase your first home. Account holders can contribute up to $8,000 per year, up to a lifetime maximum of $40,000. And partners who are saving to purchase a home together can each have their own first-time home savings account, which would give you a combined total room of $80,000. Now, in order to have access to your funds in your first-time home savings account, you need to have entered into an agreement of sale. You need to have entered into an agreement to purchase a home. Alternatively, the funds can be transferred to an RRSP without penalty, and you are able to have your tax-free savings account up to a maximum of 15 years, or until you purchase your first home. Next is the land transfer tax rebate. So this is a really exciting incentive because a lot of buyers aren't even aware that they do have to pay land transfer tax until they're at the closing table and their lawyer provides them with that fee. So we're getting ahead of that. We want to make sure that we're prepared well in advance of you guys going out to see homes. And so the land transfer tax is what some provinces have in place for home buyers to pay when they're purchasing a home. And that cost could be anywhere between 0.5% to 2% of the purchase price. So what some provinces have been doing is they've been actually providing that land transfer tax rebate as an incentive. So in addition to the provincial land transfer tax that some provinces have, there are certain cities that also have their own city land transfer tax. Like for example, the city of Toronto, they have their own land transfer tax for that city. In addition, you also would have to pay the provincial land transfer tax. So as an incentive, the city of Toronto is also giving you a rebate for their city-specific tax, and you're also going to be eligible for a land transfer tax rebate for the provincial land transfer tax as well. So for example, for the city of Toronto, the land transfer tax rebate would be $4,475. And then for the province of Ontario, land transfer tax rebate would be $4,000. For British Columbia, the land transfer tax is $8,000. And for Prince Edward Island, the land transfer tax rebate is $2,000. Next is the first-time home buyer's tax credit, which was introduced in 2009 to help offset some of the costs that comes with purchasing your first home. So it is a non-refundable credit and was initially valued at $750 until the 2022 budget allowed for an increase of up to $1,500. So it was initially valued at $750 and the 2022 budget passed, which helped to increase this credit to $1,500. Next is a fairly new incentive, which is a GST exemption on newly constructed homes. So as of March 2025, first-time home buyers would no longer need to pay 5% GST when purchasing a new construction home. or substantially renovated homes priced at $1 million or lower. Next is a GST relief program for first-time home buyers. So as of May 2025, the government has decided to eliminate the GST on new homes and substantially renovated properties. So this would allow for the removal of GST on new homes up to $1 million and would reduce the cost of GST on new homes from $1 million to $1.5 million. As a result of this rebate, first-time home buyers will be able to save up to $50,000 when purchasing a new home. And last but not least is the RRSP home buyer program. So this is a really popular program that a lot of home buyers try to utilize to get into the market, mainly because it helps you to take money from your registered retirement savings plan to put toward your down payment. As a first-time home buyer, you can withdraw up to $60,000 from your RSP toward purchasing your new home. And if you have a partner, you each could withdraw up to $60,000, totaling $120,000 that you could use toward your down payment to purchase your home. Keep in mind that you must repay the amount back into your RSP within 15 years, and the money should have been in your RSP for at least 90 days before you purchase a home. Now, as promised, I'm going to give you guys a huge home buying hack that a lot of buyers don't know of, and it's that with your RSP, you could actually take out an RRSP loan. So a lot of you may not have an RSP, and that's fine. If not, you can go to a bank or speak to your mortgage broker, and they would actually give you options for an RSP loan. With that RSP loan, you would be able to make a contribution to an RRSP. So if you don't have one, you can open up an RRSP account. Once you've opened up an RRSP account, you can then use that money to purchase your home. And the following tax year, you can actually claim the amount that you used toward your taxes and get back a refund. So it's a great program that I think a lot of buyers just aren't aware of or don't even know exists. Maybe even some realtors don't know that this option exists, but to those that have no down payment, this may be a viable option for you. But keep in mind that when purchasing a home, if you don't have any down payment or if you have no plans on getting any down payment, it may be a challenge for you. So again, my name's Tish, and if you do need any help or assistance with understanding these programs or in purchasing a home, be sure to reach out. My team and I would love to help. My contact information is in the description. Thanks again for watching. See you in the next video.